Hello and welcome to Evolve by Erica, the podcast. I am Erica Pulsinelli, your host, and we are here to talk about all things 5D, spirituality, meditation, and beyond. I'm so happy you are here. Come on in. Hello, guys, and welcome. Happy New Year. So when you are listening to this, it's going to be officially the new year, 2023. And I have to say, I always got nostalgic around the new year because of the anticipation of what's to come. But I'm actually feeling really excited about a new year and a new adventure. I want to share a little bit about that energy and talk all new year things. So I feel that there is so much hype, and we know from like a marketing standpoint, there's so much hype around beginning a new year and setting new goals and going after them, etc. And in the past, I have said how like, so what? It's just like another day on the calendar. And I still feel that way because I really believe that every day we have the opportunity to shift our energy and trajectory at any moment. But also, I was thinking about it, and like, if this is a motivating factor for someone, why can't it just be that too? So, for those of you who get excited for a fresh start in January 1st, wonderful. For those of you who are like, it's any other day and I have a new beginning every single day, I feel you too. And I think this speaks to like an overall theme of this yes and yes concept, that more than one truth can exist. And if I was to come on and be like, I am not into the new year and like everyone going after goals on the first of the year, that would be creating like a low frequency for those people who are motivated by it. And I want to always stay open and allow everyone to do what they're guided to do and use whatever you need as motivation. So one part of me wants to say and will say that you do not need the turn of a calendar for January 1st for a new beginning. And that is absolutely true. And then the other part of me wants to say, if you're ready for a brand new fresh start on January 1st, wonderful, because that brings nothing but positivity. And I just feel in this world that we're living in, there's no room for hate or divisiveness. So whatever it is you're celebrating, whether it's Carpe Diem or January 1st, huge celebration of new beginnings, I'm happy for you and I wish you the best. So with a practice, I always say we truly have the opportunity every single day to start over and to start over fresh and to create the energy that we want for that day. In addition to that, we can do this in any moment. So whenever we feel out of alignment, whenever we're having a bad day, we don't have to wait till the next day. We don't have to wait till the next year and hope that it is better. In the moment, we can shift our energy, and we can do that a number of ways. I think intention is so important and so powerful. So just taking a moment to acknowledge the energy that you're in, and maybe it's just ick energy in that moment, and making a conscious commitment to shift that frequency. So something I will do is, universe, I'm experiencing so much resistance right now. I'm holding a gross frequency. I clear myself of that and I allow myself to restart right here, right now, whether it's 9 a.m., whether it's 3 p.m., whether it's 8 p.m. In any moment, we have that power. And I think that is so important to know. And like I said, January 1st could be really exciting for many of us. And I hope it is, just because excitement is wonderful and it's a great frequency, while also remembering that in any moment we can completely shift our frequency. So this month at Evolve, we are focusing on manifestation. I'm so excited to lead a manifesting challenge that started on the 1st. You can join in at any time. It's going to be a 21-day challenge. And for 3 weeks, each week, you're going to receive a module, a chat, and you're going to receive all of my manifesting tips. And as I said in the first video, like there's no gatekeeping. I'm sharing it all. And all of this has really worked for me. So I'm so excited to walk you through that. So each week you get a little chat about manifestation, a module to listen to, and of course, our weekly schedule that is going to relate all about manifestation. And in the beginning of the year, it is exciting to set intention, but you can do this anytime, any day. But it is nice because there is a very big collective frequency around this new start. So as much as we are these multidimensional beings living in a different dimension outside of the Gregorian calendar and in our spiritual realm and ethers, there is group energy around the first. And I thought it would be a really exciting thing to be able to have our focus on manifestations of prosperity, of abundance. And that is what the focus of the challenge will be. And like I said, it's a 21-day challenge. You could join in at any time. If you're just hearing this for the first time now, you are more than welcome to join us. I feel like manifestation has been a very big part of my journey, and I've gratefully been able to manifest so much into my life that I'm so grateful for. And to be able to share all of that with anyone who's open, who's wanting to learn more it feels very exciting. So I'm honored and grateful to share it. So lately, this theme of courage and being courageous has been coming through to me. And I think that it might be a big theme of 2023. And I wanted to talk more about this. So I feel that to be living on earth during these times, there are times in history where literally nothing happens, like nothing. Like the weather is the only thing that's being reported on. We're living through a time where there is something pretty traumatic happening very, very often. And I know for a fact from all of my intuition that we're each here for such a divine reason. And if you're here listening to the podcast, I am certain you are part of this family of light who is here to bring so much light and positive energy to this earth at this time. And with this, it's challenging to reincarnate here. It took a lot of things had to align for us to come into existence in this physical form. And what an honor and a privilege it truly is to be here during these wild times. And I feel that our courage is going to be so essential as we continue to live part of this society that we are in, and also in following our truth. And what is our truth? So the practice Kundalini Satnam helps us to identify that. And if you're still searching for your purpose and your truth, you can do the meditation for guidance of the soul and start to just chant Satnam on every inhale, every exhale, every step you take. That just helps to activate your truth. But as we start to really go within, tune into our practice, awaken our intuition, a lot becomes clear to us, and we start to realize that we might have different opinions than other people. The things that we may believe or we may feel can be different than the world at large, and that's okay. And I think it takes a lot of courage to step into that light and into that space. So if there is something that you have been wanting to do, maybe the new year, the turn of the calendar, encourages you to start to go for that. Like I said, it is, 1 in a billion for us to be here reincarnated during this time. And we're all here for a reason. So if you feel any slight encouragement, any slight interest in trying something new or taking a leap, maybe now is the time. And I know a lot of people talk about imposter syndrome or not getting started or being afraid to get started. And I want to speak directly to those fears And I want you to know and truly believe, and maybe you close your eyes if you're not driving and just feel this as I share it. What is destined for you will never miss you. The universe will help you get to where you need to be once you start listening to that inner voice and taking aligned steps of action. So if there's something in your gut that you know you're meant to do, meant to try, meant to explore, start to take baby steps towards that. And you will be so surprised how quickly the universe will support you in doing that. And on the flip side, if you have been doing it and you know that you're meant to do something, but you may actually be feeling stuck, take a break, take a step back and ask yourself, what is my why? Why did I start this? Where do I want to go and why? And allow that to be your North Star to realign you back to your purpose and to your highest life path. And I just feel so strongly about going after and doing what you're passionate about and going after what you love. And I think the start of a new year is a great time to reassess, where am I right now? Do I feel aligned to my highest life path? Am I spending a lot of my time doing what I truly love and enjoy? And if not, don't worry. It's nothing to freak out about. It's time to reassess. Where can I work in more of what I love into my life? Where can I take baby steps into where I want to go and who I want to become? And from there, you just start to take small steps, and you may be so surprised at what shows up right before you as you start this. So it's important to be your own biggest cheerleader. No one is going to support you in the way you need it except for yourself. So stop waiting for anybody else to do that for you. I want you today to become your number one supporter, your biggest supporter, encouraging yourself to do it. This week in our manifestation challenge, we are talking about the inner dialogue and observing, having more awareness over our inner story, our inner dialogue, how we speak to ourselves. And I think it's important for anyone to do, whether you're doing the challenge or not. What does that inner dialogue sound like? Are you talking to yourself with compassion? Are you talking to yourself with encouragement, with love, with empathy? And if not, start to rearrange those words, start to write a new story, start to create a new dialogue so that you can promote that self-love, that encouragement, that empowerment from within. And once you start to do that, you need less from the outside. You need less from other people. It's all coming from within you. And it's going to help align you to where you want to go and who you want to really step into and embody, your highest self. In addition to being your own cheerleader, I want you in your meditations, if you're guided to visualize hundreds of more people meditating beside you, encouraging you, and supporting you. What we've created in this community is so special, and I gratefully hear and receive so much of the love and the testimonials of what the practice has done for you. But I want you to feel that for one another. And I want you to feel yourself being supported by the group energy of Evolve, just by being here, by listening to this podcast, and also tuning in with the meditations. Because I believe that a lot of us who are tuning into the meditations want the highest good for ourselves and for everyone else, because we're doing that work to know that there's no competition, that we can support one another, and feeling that support from one another, even if we're not in the same room, but feeling that group aura and group energy, it can be so powerful. So knowing that you're not alone, knowing that you are supported by hundreds of more people who are tuning in and meditating and setting intention to become their highest self, and we can bounce that off of one another as well. So I'm wishing you a beautiful start to your new year. and spending this new year however you want. Maybe it's the biggest day of the year and you set massive intentions and you're so excited to watch them come to life. Or maybe it feels like any day to you because you know and feel that at any moment you could start again. Both are so important. Both are so true. And I hope you start in a way that just feels so authentic and aligned to you. Thank you so much for being here. Happy New Year. And I hope that you're joining in on the Manifestation Challenge. Satnam.